Alright, today I'm going to review another requested product, Parle Smooth. I have three flavors over here. I'm not going to try all three. I'm going to try only the chocolate one today. These other two I am curious about. They're different boxes, as you can see. But other than the box, there is no flavor written on it at all. And they still have different boxes, so I am curious what they could be. So I will be doing a taste test video, a taste difference video on these. But anyway, today's star of the show is the Chocolate Smooth 10 rupee Tetra Pak. And it is titchy. Wow, this is a small Tetra Pak. 85 milliliters, that's half of a Fruity almost. A Fruity is 160 milliliters. This is slightly more than half. It does cost the same. So yeah, this is in competition with Fruity and Happy. Again, those two are also Parle products. So this will be an interesting drink. Now first, before we get into even tasting this, the price is extremely awkward. 10 rupees. The 10 rupee market is dominated by Parle. You have your Appies, you have your Fruities, and you have their fizz equivalents. Fruity Fizz doesn't exist anymore, for the better. But there is a malt flavored Appy. So there are four products in the 10 rupee range, which are Parle. And now we have Smooth, which comes in four flavors. I didn't get the caramel one. I'm not the biggest caramel fan. I wouldn't be able to give an accurate or unbiased review on it. But it's already in a field already so dominated by Parle. They decided to bring out a new product. And now my problem about this is, if you have 10 rupees to spend on a drink, this is an option now. Now, a milk product is an option. But if you only have 10 rupees, you would go for the more cost-efficient option, right? A Fruity or Happy gives you double the product almost for the same price. And for the same price, getting double the product, especially at the 10 rupee bracket, this is a kind of a hard sell. It's a pretty hard sell because if you're really low on money, you got 10 rupees, you just spend on a drink for refreshments, getting half of the amount of product, it doesn't make sense. And if you're at a position where you're willing to essentially buy the more inefficient product, you'd most likely have more money anyway. You would not even be in the 10 rupee bracket. If you buy two of these for 20 rupees, then it makes sense. Selling this as a 10 rupee product is super awkward. The price is just, it's neither here nor there. It's very half-assed, if you ask me. If they're trying to really drill home the 10 rupee product, I think they should do a bit more advertising than just one little blurb on the top, which you can't even see when it's on the shelf. So they're not really trying to they're not going gung-ho for the 10 rupee product. I just don't see why. If it's 20 rupee, then you'll be able to get more than double. Even 15 rupees, you'll be able to get double. Because this is a Tetra Pak. The actual cost of product isn't that much. It's almost negligible. The Tetra Pak is expensive. They're not cheap. 50 rupees worth of Amul Taza costs 70 rupees in a Tetra Pak form. That's a 40% price increase just for a Tetra Pak. So if you're going to go for a Tetra Pak and you give double the amount of product, the Tetra Pak price won't double. The majority of the Tetra Pak's cost is in assembling it. And assembling is done in large sheets anyway. And the raw material is pretty much, it's not that big of a deal. It's not very expensive compared to the actual manufacturing process of it. So this is a 15 rupee product makes more sense. As a 20 rupee product makes more sense. Bring it to the 15 to 20 rupee category, a category which is only good. Yeah, you get your Appy Fizz, you get your Appy Malt Fizz, you get your real fruit drinks, which are 18 rupees. You get your lassis, you get your chas. They do have some amount of milk product, but a 15 rupee chocolate milk product, I feel It belongs in the 15 to 20 rupee range. 10 rupees is just, it's unbuyable. If I had 10 rupees, I don't think I'd ever buy this. Unless I had a mind-blowing taste, an extremely good experience. And now, Parle does make some good products. I am a big fan of their drinks. But they did make Fruity Fizz, which was a catastrophe. That was a vile, vile, vile product. So they don't have a 100% track record. So I'm not going to be too enthralled about this product, to be honest. I've only... So yeah, this is enough. Let's just get into it. It's a champagne flute day today. Scissors, of course, to see how the product looks. This is coming apart more easily than Epigamia. And both products, Epigamia chocolate shake and this, are easily readily available in stores. So that's a plus point for them. I won't say they're as readily available as Fruity, but being as readily available as Fruity also needs 40 years of brand loyalty. Okay, let's go. Okay, this is more browner than the Epigamia chocolate shake, which is to be expected. Chocolate milkshakes do have more milk. Yeah, this is a champagne flute isn't the largest glass. It doesn't fill it. Again, the small size is really paying against it today. Okay, one second. Much more nutty smell. It's a very nutty kind of smell. Like a Nutella? You can kind of sort of smell the hazelnut. Wow, that's a nice smell, actually. I think they're looking good for it. Color-wise, it's brown. If it's going to be in a Tetra Pak, the color doesn't matter. I'm just an enthusiast of nitpicking. Okay, wow. Now that's a good taste. I'll give you that. Parle is really done it this time, actually. This is an extremely good tasting product. Wow. Taste-wise, it's higher than an 8. It does have a slight nutty background taste to it. A very slight nutty background taste. Something you can only really appreciate if you're really concentrating on the drink. I like it. It's a slight hazelnutty taste. No, that's actually very good. Taste-wise, I'd say it's a 9 out of 10 on taste. Easy 9 out of 10. I'd give it a 10 if it had a bit more of that nutty taste. The nutty taste is really good, but it kind of just makes me wish there's more of it, I just kind of wish there was a bit more of that nutty taste. It's not a very heavy product. It's not like a milkshake. A milkshake is thick, it's heavy. This is much more light and smooth. I guess where the name comes from. It's not as thick as a milkshake, which is a plus point. Because if you're having this out of a straw, the milkshake's thickness kind of plays against it. I don't like using straws in milkshakes unless they're thicker straws. These tiny Tetra Pak straws, these small ones, they don't cut it. You just can't get a good mouthful of it, of the product. But this is smooth, so yeah, it's much lighter, thinner. Alright, so price. Price is awkward. It's a very awkward price. It's neither here nor there. If anything, the cheap price plays against it because, I'd rather be spending more for this more product. See, I'm already done with this almost. On a hot summer day, you open the cabinet in the store, you grab your drink, you pay for it, and then you have 2 sips and it's done. That's not the best of experiences. You do want to be able to have 2 big sips to, rejuvenate yourself and then just sip on it slowly for the rest of the way. The sipping on it slowly for the rest of the way is just not a factor here. It just gets over too quickly. It's just not there, man. The price, I'm going to give the price a 5. It's neither here nor there. I wish it was more expensive so we can get more product. A 50% price increase to bring it to 15 rupees would easily be able to get you double the amount of product. Easily. Not to mention Parle has enormous 160 milliliter Tetra Pak manufacturing capabilities. So it's not like they need a large investment for that either. If they marketed the 10 rupee cost of it more on the package, then I'd give it a higher score. If they're really gunning for a 10 rupee product, then it's a 10 rupee product, man, and it gives you variety. But if I had only 10 rupees and I wanted a drink, I don't think I'd be going for Smoodh. Otherwise, it's a shame. It's a very big shame that a product this surprisingly good from a company as reputable as Parle kind of dropped the ball in the price. It shouldn't be competing against Fruity. It shouldn't be competing against Appy. Fruity and Appy are not like real food drinks, right? There's so much sugar, so many additives, so many chemicals. It's a whole new breed in the 10 rupee. The depths of hell when it comes to actual, natural food quality is the 10 rupee range. Bringing a milk product, which, how much milk is in this anyway? It says milk solids. So it's not exactly a whole milk product. But milk solids, it's powdered milk. It's pretty much milk anyway. I'm not gonna crucify them for that. But it's a shame, man. I really wish there's more product in here. 15 rupees more, you can get double. Even if they made it 20 rupees, hell, I'd buy it. For 20 rupees, you got double the product, easy sell, easy sell. What else can you get in 20 rupees? You can get a Pepsi or those sodas, but it's not, you don't always want a soda. You don't always want a soda. You can get a lassi or something, but sometimes you just want something chocolatey. A chocolate milk is a very unique product. There's no two ways about it. There's nothing you can't replace a chocolate milk with anything. The sodas are infinitely replaceable with each other. You can get a Pepsi, you can get a Fanta, you can get a Mountain Dew. They all essentially provide you the same experience, but a chocolate milk is something different. And to see it being put together with Fruity and Appy, it's just going to get cannibalized. If it was a rival company, then it'd be able to survive. But once Parle notices that, if you have 10 rupees, a Fruity or Appy is just the way to go, they're going to pull the plug on this. If you enjoy it, you might as well stock up because this is not going to last forever. At least in this form. The 10 rupee Smoodh it's going to kill itself. The manufacturer has other 10 rupee options which are going to be immensely more popular. And the other factor is first-time customers. Getting a first-time customer is actually very difficult. There's a million drinks you can get. But you never tried all those millions of drinks. But the drinks you have tried, you just keep on getting them again and again and again. If you can get a person hooked on a product, they will be hooked on it. Getting them introduced to a new product is going to be difficult. And the fact that its competition is against the infinitely reliable Fruity, buying this for the first time, how many people do you think are going to actually do that? The product is very awkwardly priced. It's very half-assed. It's a great product, But it's not executed as well as as well as I'd like it to be. Even the fucking Fruity Fizz was marketed better than this. God damn it, Fruity Fizz. I hate that thing. Because when you compare to the Hershey's chocolate syrup, it's almost inedible now. I won't be able to eat Hershey's chocolate syrup again because this is just better. Every time I have a sip of that, I'll just be wishing like I could have had one of this. I'd rather have one of these, but it's gonna kill itself eventually. It's a matter of when.